Jen's Extraordinary Life, and today in my make-believe cooking show we are going to make a recipe that I found on An Affair from the Heart, and it is called pumpkin spiced coffee cake with brown butter glaze. And I have a potluck coming up tomorrow, and so I was looking for something fall to make, and this just caught my eye and sounded delicious, so here's what we're gonna make it. All right, so the recipe calls for 1 spice cake mix, and I could not find this at Walmart, but I did find it at Publix. So if you're looking, Duncan Hines carries a spice cake mix, and it says to dump all the ingredients for the cake except for the walnuts into the mixer. So while I'm describing, we're gonna dump. All right, so there's my spice cake mix. All right, next ingredient is 6 tablespoons of flour, which I have already measured out. Three eggs, 1 cup of water. These eggs, aren't they cute? You probably can't see the little speckles on them. They're from my sister's chickens. And so we've got 3 eggs. Two, and then the last one, 3 eggs. 3 eggs, 1 cup of water. All right, and then the last ingredient for the cake is this pumpkin puree, pure pumpkin, the 15-ounce can. So it's the smaller can of pumpkin. And I'm using my scraper because I want to make sure I get all of it out. Gosh, it already smells good. And I haven't even done anything yet. All right, so everything else is for the brown butter spice glaze. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. So we'll set all the rest of those ingredients aside for the glaze. And then it says to spray a bundt pan. Oh, preheat your oven to 350. I've already done that. Okay, I don't know about you, but whenever I use a bundt pan, I feel like I just don't get all the little cracks, so let's hope I got them that time. All right, so my bundt pan is preheated. Got all my ingredients in here. Then it says we're gonna lock that mixer in place, and we are going to mix the cake ingredients together minus the walnuts on low until combined, and then on high for 2 minutes. Okay, so let's combine it on low. I'm going to just pull all of this stuff down off the edge. And y'all, I was so excited because I bought this other paddle for my KitchenAid mixer, and I saw it on sale on the Amazon, and I thought, this is wonderful. And it had on this one side this little rubber spatula-like gadget. But did I pay attention to the size? No, I did not. And I got it, and it came in 2 days. Super excited, ready to use it today for this recipe, and guess what? It's too big. So I guess it's for the bigger, probably professional mixer, and I'm just regular. So I love my KitchenAid stand mixer. I also have a KitchenAid hand mixer that I actually got in college from my parents, and so I've had it, I don't know, for 30 something years, and it still works great, but I do love my stand mixer. Okay, 2 minutes on, what did it say? On high. All right, here goes nothing. We did 2 minutes on high. Gosh, it smells so good. All those spices. This is gonna be delicious. I'm excited about the brown butter glaze. I don't know about y'all, but I don't even know what that is, but it sounded so good. Okay. All right, so what's next? Let's see. Mix ingredients together, minus walnuts on low in your mixer until combined, then on high for 2 minutes. We did that. Fold in chopped nuts. So I'm gonna take this off the stand because we're just folding in these nuts, and it calls for 1/2 to 2/3 cups of chopped walnuts. So that's right in between 1/2 and 2/3 I measured out. And we're just folding these in. Pour into prepared bundt pan and bake for 40 to 50 minutes or until toothpick inserted in the middle comes out clean. All right, so here's my bundt pan that we sprayed with Pam. I'm gonna pour it in there. I love using a bundt pan. I think it just makes the cakes look so pretty. I've got a couple of them. This one is my favorite. I like the little design on it. I think it's from Pampered Chef. I don't remember. Somebody can tell me. I know I have a lot of Pampered Chef friends out there, so y'all can tell me if that's where I got it. Leave it in the comments. Okay. All right, there's that. All right, so now we're gonna put it in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. So let's pick in my preheated oven over here. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
Second timer, 30 minutes, starting now.
And then we will prepare the glaze. Just,
Can you say it again?
sorry, Alexa. Alexa, start a timer for 30 minutes.
Third timer, 30 minutes, starting now.
Actually, it's supposed to be 40 minutes. 40 to 50 minutes. Alexa, cancel my 30-minute timer and start a timer for 40 minutes. All right, so that's gonna be cooking for 40 minutes. We'll check it and we'll come back. It looks like to prepare the glaze, let me read these directions. In a saucepan over medium heat, we're gonna melt the butter, stirring constantly. Butter will begin to brown and become fragrant. And amber in color, I can't wait. Then it's done, but be careful not to let it burn. Okay. Remove from heat and add vanilla. Whisk in the powdered sugar spices and milk, adding more sugar if you want a little thicker glaze, and then drizzle over it when the cake is warm but not hot. All right, so I think we'll start cooking the glaze after I remove the cake and let it start to cool a little bit. That way it'll be warm and not hot. All right, that's the plan. I'll be back in 40 minutes. Okay, y'all, do you see this? Look how fluffy that came out. Oh, look, it is Pampered Chef. Huh, now we know. All right, so super fluffy. I'm going to transfer this real quick to a cake plate so it can be cooling a little bit, and then I'm gonna start on the glaze. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and I'm going to make the brown butter glaze. It says in a saucepan over medium heat. All right, so let me get this under medium heat. Get a spoon here. So, medium heat. Melt the butter, stirring constantly. Okay, so we're going to stir constantly. Butter will begin to brown and become an amber in color. Then it's done. Be careful not to let it burn. Remove from heat and add in vanilla. Whisk in powdered sugar and spices, adding more sugar if we want it to be thicker. Then drizzle over warm, not hot cake. Okay, so I pulled the cake out right at 40 minutes and it was perfect. And that was at a 350 degree oven. You know, you might want to test it because ovens vary, but it said 40 to 50 minutes and I tested it right at 40 and it was perfect. So it says stir constantly, so I'm going to keep stirring. All right. Now this is supposed to cook and get brown or amber in color. I've never done this brown butter before, so this is all new to me, but we're on medium heat. I'm stirring constantly. So, it says you should be able to smell when it's done, but I don't know what it's going to smell like. Well, it's not amber in color yet, so oh man, there's the smell. It's yummy. Okay, it's starting to get darker. Not quite amber yet. I'm just going to keep stirring. Oh my gosh, that smells good. All right, so I'm cooking on gas and I have this burner on 4. I don't know if that helps you or not, but I'm just going to keep stirring until it turns amber. It smells so good. I don't want to burn it. It says be careful not to burn it, which leads me to believe it's easy to burn. All right, it's starting to get a little bit darker in color. Oh, I see. Okay. Now it's starting to turn amber. Okay, I think it's done. It's definitely amber. All right, let's turn off this burner. I've removed it from the heat. Now it says that this is when I am supposed to add the vanilla. Okay. So I am using real vanilla. This is Mexican vanilla that a friend of mine picked up for me recently on a cruise. Yikes, I hope that didn't burn. Stirring constantly. Whisk in the powdered sugar. Okay, let's whisk in the powdered sugar. Spices and milk. Here's my milk. Doesn't take very much milk. There's all my spices. You remember that was cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and ginger. All right, so I have a little bit more than the amount of sugar it called for because the person in this recipe said to use a little bit more if you wanted it thick, but it's pretty thick. So I am going to actually add in a little bit of milk. Just to make it a little bit thinner. Oh, and some of my vanilla didn't come out of my teaspoon, so I'll put that little drop in there. All right, let's thin this out a little bit. All right, I have no idea if I did this right. I'm just trying to whisk it together so all those lumps are out. Smells good. Smells really good. And it looks like a nice glaze. Let's taste it. Let me give it a little taste here. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's yummy. Okay. All right, so all right, yeah, it's getting to the perfect consistency, so I'm gonna move you over here and we will pour it over this cake and see how that does. Here's our glaze. It is still warm. It's not hot, it's warm, and that's what it says, so let's pour it over. I don't know if there's like a official way to do this, but we're just gonna kind of wing it. Just says pour it over, so that's what we're doing. Gee, it seems like there's a lot. That's probably a good thing. Okay. Gosh, I can smell the butter. Oh, it smells so good. All right, seems to be pooling up in the middle there. That's okay. All right, we're gonna let that sit and cool a little bit, and then I really want to taste it, but it's for my potluck tomorrow. Okay, I'll be a good girl. I'll wait. We'll taste it tomorrow and I'll come back and let you know how it turned out. Okay, so it was delicious. I really wanted to get some better pictures of this, but this is the only piece that was left after it was devoured at the potluck. So this is the only picture I was able to get, but it was so yummy.